Hey guys, and welcome back to Arrowhead Garage and another Titan Tuesday video. Today we're working on the '08 Titan LE. We need to redo the front brakes, put on new pads and new rotors. Whole thing brand new. So if you've never done this before, it's super easy. You can do it with hand tools. I'm going to walk you step by step on how to change the brakes, whether just the pads or the full deal with rotors on your Nissan Titan. So let's get into this. Anytime you're working on your brakes, you always want to take the cap off your reservoir, brake reservoir, so that way fluid can be pushed up because you'll be pushing those calipers back in. And take your rag and just kind of make sure that if anything spills out, it doesn't get everywhere, because brake fluid will eat the crap out of anything it touches. So safety shot. Now let's get the wheels off, get this thing going. All right, so to take your caliper off, you need to remove this 17 mil and this 17 mil bolt. There we go. Had to use a cheater bar. There we go. All right, now that we've broken them free, pull them out. There we go. Now to give yourself some extra movement on your brake line, just remove this bolt here, and that will free that up. There we go. Now you can just pull this off. That way when you're going to pull your caliper off, you'll have enough room. Now just simply slide your caliper off. See that? Now you got so much extra room there, you can put that off to the side. So your pads just simply come forward and out. And that still had a lot of meat left to it, but these brakes, when you push on them, they judder. So that means this is all out. And besides, it's time for new ones anyways. Why not? Back one. Ooh, now that back one, look at that. That was getting kind of worrisome there. But we're going to use this back one to push our calipers, pistons back in. So put that in there. Let's go grab ourselves a C-clamp real quick. C-clamp goes on, and then you're just going to tighten it down, and you'll see those calipers push in. Or those pistons, I should say, push in. That one's going in, so we'll move over to here. I can't really get a good fit in the middle because of that brake line. There we go. And just push them in until your C-clamp bottoms out. And make sure you use the old pad, not your new pad, to do this. And I'll run this side one more time, because if not, you will not be able to get your new pads on, because those pistons will be pushed in or pushed out. Go ahead and make sure those are all in there, nice and tight. All right, cool. Now you can throw that away. Now those are pushed back in. If you're just replacing your pads, you can go ahead and do those now. But since we're going to replace our rotor, we got to take off this back bracket. So let's go back there and let's pull this bracket off. On this back side, you have these two nuts here that hold on this caliper bracket. I'm going to take those off. And those are 18 millimeters. All right, here we go. That one broke loose. All right, now it's broke loose now. So now we can just come in here and zip them off. Big old suckers, aren't they? Second bolt's out. Now we can just pull this straight off. All right, now that that's off, you're gonna just pull this rotor off. Just like that. Oh yeah, there's definitely a lip. Hey, let's go get our new rotor. I think while we're in here, we're just going to clean up some of the surface rust. Kind of clean this up a little bit here. And that's all wiped down and good. Next, get yourself some anti-seize. This is mine. I like this. It's a high temp copper formula. And we're just going to coat in between this and on the hub for our new rotor to sit on. Just like I always say, use your fingers and pretend you're in kindergarten and just have fun spreading this around. All right, looking pretty good. Okay, clean your hands off. Next, we got our new rotor. So the rotors come with a oil on them. You got to get rid of that oil. So get yourself some brake clean and spray them down. And don't forget to do the backside as well. Up it goes. There it is. If your new brake kit comes with the hardware for this, go and replace them. Ours didn't, so we're just going to have to reuse them. So you're going to take it, goes like this, back on it goes. All right, so I'm going to get your bolt, stick it through that hole, line up your caliper brace, get a couple threads in there to hold it. Then you can get up here and do this top one. There we go. Now I can just tighten them down. There's one. And there's two. So next, we need to put in our new pads. And just like everything, you are going to take your brake cleaner and wash the face of these pads off before you stick them in. Line them up. The ones with the tab, like see that right there? That's the one that goes on this back side. And it goes down. Remember, contour the wheel. Now, these little tabs right here and right here is what rides on those calipers. Now, you should have a little bag of goo, brake lube, to lube those up. So before we install these, let's get them lubed up. And I also take a little bit of the lube and just put them down where those pads are going to ride as well, just to help it out. Coolness. Okay, and then you slide them in. All right, there's one. Now we'll get the next one done. Now this here is the one closest to the outside, and it only needs a spot there, and a spot there, and a spot over there. So kind of like this, and then right there, and then over on this other side over here. Sweet. And then put them down in the, just like we took them off. Slide them down, and then in. There we go. Those are on. Now, one thing I did notice is that, see these holes right here? They're supposed to be for these clips. to keep them together and springy. Whoever did the brake job on this last time, I'm not going to mention their name or anything, but right there. All right, so get that one over there in place. And then you're going to bring your caliper up, get it started, just enough to where you can hold those pads together. There it is. And yeah. And bring it up. Then get your other clip. Kind of the same thing. And bring it down just a little bit. And kind of see those holes right there. There it is. And there. All right. Back together now. We can grab that other bolt. Line those up. Cool. Now we'll just tighten all this down. I'm going to tighten them down. And now the bottom one. And then to finish the job off, just tighten down that 11 millimeter. Okay. Everything's back together. We did it. All right, that's it. That's how easy it is to do those brakes. Couple bolts in the back, pull that caliper off, push those pistons back, put your new pads in, put it together. Or if you're redoing with a new rotor, simply unbolt that retaining pad or that retainer, pull that off, get your rotor off, put your new rotor on, put it all back together. Super quick and easy. 15-minute video means probably about a 35-minute overall job per side, So with that, guys, we'll see you next Tuesday for another Titan Tuesday video. And don't forget, t-shirts are available, link down below. We'll see you next Tuesday.